On today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our Tensorflow course, and we're still going over our Understanding Visual Transformers, or VITS module. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Now, still, this is about the third or fourth day in a row where we haven't gotten to any code yet. We're still just taking notes, so we're going to pick up some light read and leave it at that. So if we notice, we have an extra input in patch positions. The zero hashtag is the extra input that doesn't come from the linear projection of flattened patches. Let me show you what that looks like actually so we can see exactly what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, that the zero hashtag isn't actually coming from the linear projection of flattened patches that's getting fed into the transformer encoder. So this is an extra input here that we're talking about. So let's go back down. 9 here. Up too far. Let me go back up a little bit. All right. So the reason we have this extra input is simply because we do not want the situation where after going through the encoder, we pick one of the outputs that came from a linear projection of flattened patches to be used as the MLP head or to be used for the fully connected network in the classification unit. This is our classification unit. As you can see, we have all the other inputs starting from 1, everything except the zero hashtag, which is the extra input. So to avoid this sort of bias where we would be picking one of the classifiers, the authors add the extra learnable class embedding of zero hashtag, whose output will be passed into the MLP head and then will be used for classification. Another important note to remember here is that the transformer encoder or visual transformers are some sort of a hybrid architecture because we may choose not to pass in those image patches directly, but instead pass those image patches through the convolutional neural network, then get the output embeddings and pass it in directly. So let me go back up real quickly and show you what we're saying here. So basically what we're saying is we don't want any of these inputs to get passed from the transformer encoder into the MLP. We want this here to actually go up into the transformer encoder, get passed into the MLP, and that in turn will get passed into the classifier. So all of these inputs here, we want this to go to the transformer encoder, and we want this actual one here to be the one that gets passed into the MLP that gets passed into the classifier. Now basically that's all we went over today. Like I said, this is heavy. This is a heavy note module, so I'm not sure when we're going to get back around to coding. But as soon as we do, I will keep you posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.